Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Brandon with SwollDaddyDetroit.com, and this morning I wanted to take you guys with me. I am going to do my first ever triathlon, but this one's a little bit different. It's actually going to be an indoor triathlon, so let me go ahead and explain what it is. Stay tuned. All right, so now that I'm doing 7 days a week of cardio for my upcoming bodybuilding competition, check out the videos there for that. I decided that I wanted to get in some races here and there just for fun, just to get in some extra cardio, spice things up a little bit. You know, going to the gym, doing the treadmill and stair stepper gets a little bit old. So I found this local race right at my local high school here, and they're doing an indoor triathlon, which is good because right now it's about 30 degrees out, so being outside is not ideal, especially if you want to swim. So it's going to break down just like this. It's going to be a 20-minute swim, then we have a 5-minute transition to get onto a stationary bike for 20 more minutes, and then we break right into a run. They have an indoor track for the remaining 20 minutes, so just an hour total. I don't know, I want to say I don't expect it to be too hard, but I also haven't swam since like high school, you know, competitively. In 9th grade I was on the swim team, and I haven't, you know, swam since, other than just having fun in a pool. So the 20-minute swim is going to be the challenge. You know, I ended up picking up like a cap and I got goggles, so we're going to give it a shot. You know, we're not here to break any records or win, so I'm just, you know, just want to make it through the swim. And I think the bike and the run should be relatively simple, especially since I'm used to doing, you know, 45 minutes of cardio, you know, no issues, right, at a pretty good pace. So anyway, so I'll give you guys some updates once we get in there. All right, so these guys are heat 0, and I'm heat 1. All right, guys, so we just got done with the run. Pretty sure I got 21 laps. I did pretty good on the bike, got 7.3 miles. Not sure how that compares, but the swim was hardcore. Definitely not prepared for the swim, so definitely something to work on. All right, guys, so let's take a recap. So actually on the run, I got 22 laps, the guy said. Almost got 23. I was literally about 10 seconds short because it was run as many laps as you can in 20 minutes. So that sucked. And transitioning from the swim to the bike, I was actually about a minute. I lost about a minute and 10 seconds getting on the bike. So, you know, I lost that time, so that sucks. So I think I had 7.3 miles, so we'll see how that compares. I'm not sure. Definitely could have went harder on the bike, could have went harder for like the first half of the run too, but you know, you always want to try to pace yourself on these things. So all right, so race results came in. I wanted to share them with you guys real quick. So in total, I had 10.14 total miles, which puts me about 31st place out of 40 participants on this one. So not super great, but what killed me was when I transitioned from the swim to the bike. I had 5 minutes. I thought it was a long time. It wasn't. I ended up being about a minute and 10 seconds late getting started on the bike. So that kind of killed me. I also wasn't even able to set the bike up, so I should have set it up a little bit better. You know, that would have probably helped, but anyway, it is what it is. So, you know, if I could have gotten, say, another mile out of the bike, that would have really helped position. But as far as the run goes, that was probably the one I did the best on. And again, I probably could have did a lot better for like the first half of the run, because I was, you know, kind of just pacing myself, going slow. But I came in 13th out of 40 for the run. And then for the swim, I think the swim was kind of closer to the bottom. Yeah, ended up being 31st out of the swim. Some of these people, man, like the lady that won, actually, she ended up going like 0.73 miles. I went 0.4. So, I mean, almost double. But, you know, what I found with that swim, I thought I could just jump into it. I'd be in great shape, you know, no problem. But literally after about 2 laps, lats were smoked. I was freaking like drowning. I couldn't even do my normal strokes and like get the breath. I was sucking in water. It was a hot mess. So very, very glad that I did this, because If not, I probably would have just jumped into a triathlon this summer and gave that a shot, and I would have freaking like died out there in the water. So I definitely need to, do some laps in a pool, get some practice, some training in before I try to do an actual triathlon out in a lake for sure. But it's not like riding a bike. I would say that for sure, because I was definitely not used to it with the swimming. But everything else was great. I think the bike, same thing. I could have went way, way harder on the bike, but I came into it a little bit late, and then I wasn't really sure. The bike, I wasn't sure where everyone else was at, so it could have helped me if there was some way to like kind of see where everyone else was, and and that way you can kind of push harder. So yeah, I should have went a lot harder on that, and then I also could have went a lot harder on the run. But anyway, super fun. It's about 2:00, so it's probably been 5-6 hours since the race, and I am just absolutely just freaking whipped. So there's not a whole lot going on today for me. Maybe get outside and go for a walk, but that's it. This is just going to be strictly a recovery day, but definitely a lot of fun. I would say if you're thinking about doing something like this, definitely do it. It was definitely a lot of fun, a lot better than, like I said, going to the gym, and something different, right? Just to spice things up and keep it going. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Click that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you on the next one.